If you can see here, we have an interesting move. The market was moving in an uptrend and then it entered into a corrective wave here going down, and then now it seems like it is resuming that upward move. And then the main thing is, how then do you get this opportunity early? Because the market is now already moving up. So if you enter here, it might be late because you are close to that resistance level. So the question is, how do you get such opportunities earlier? What we usually do as traders, obviously, we observe the pattern inside the corrective wave, and then we usually wait for the pattern to be broken. When it's broken, then we execute a buying trade here. So what is happening here is a little bit different, because if you can even observe the strength, you can see that as the market goes down, the sellers, they are gaining more strength. You can see that this wave is bigger than the previous one. Also, it is bigger than that one. So this wave is huge, meaning the sellers, they are gaining strength. And then all of a sudden, you see this low, which is higher than the previous one, which is now contradicting the strength in this corrective wave. So once you see this, it means that, okay, it's likely that now this corrective wave is coming to an end. But then how do you execute a trade? Because remember, we usually say that for you to execute a buying trade, you need to see like higher highs and higher lows. So here, what do you see here is that we do have a higher low, but we don't have a higher high. And if you can wait for a higher high, you'll wait forever, because even at this moment, we still haven't received a higher high from this one, because the market is still moving. Maybe we'll receive a high all the way there when the market goes down, and it will be late for you to actually execute that trade. So what you should be doing as a trader, it is then to go into this individual wave. Let me just do this. So what we're going to do is just pay attention into this entire wave. We'll go to a lower time frame for us to see things very, very clear. So if you can see, this is our entire corrective wave here, and then this is our higher low. So if you can observe this individual wave that made up this low, so if you can observe this individual wave here, you can see that it is a pattern by itself. And if you can draw your trend line, you can see that here with something interesting. With these touches here, this downward trend, and then we have a gap where the trend was broken. We have a gap where the trend was broken, and remember, a gap, it usually symbolizes aggressiveness. So it was broken aggressively, which is just another sign that it's likely the market is going to start going up. And then after that breakout, we can see we have something which is more like a retest, because if you can pay attention, this area, there's a lot of activity taking place around this area here. So we have something like a retest, which then might give you another signal that it's likely that the market is going to continue moving up. So what I can say is that after this whole thing happens here, after this retest, then as a trader, if you're not bold enough to execute a trade around this area, then maybe these small move here can give you like an assurance, because you can see that even here with this candle, which resembled also a rejection, meaning price tried to come back to this level, but then it was rejected, going all the way up. So if you don't get your entry here, you might be getting your entry all the way there, which is still earlier, because you are still close to the position where your wave began. So that's how you should go about analyzing. Just go deeper into details, focus on the patterns inside the bigger pattern. Don't just look at the trend and say, okay, I'm gonna make decision based on that. You will still need to go into a smaller time frame to see clearly what is happening.